Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 3. We will present the material is of data management. This is our member from group 3. The first one is Andi Alma, Farah Amani, Rionaldi, Al-Kholibi, and Alicia Amelia. And then for agenda, at the discussion topics, we have 4 points. First one is data relation, second data hierarchy, and a file-oriented system, and file-oriented system. And hierarchy of data in a database-oriented system and database system. The last one is interaction between data and data processing. Next slide is about data management. Here is many research from data management that include 4 points. 1. The process of collection data and recording it in the command that function as input for the system. 2. The process of storing information research in a document file. 3. Maintaining the process and adding new data and updating existing data to ensure that the information in research remain up to date. The last one is organizing the data arrangement in such a way as to meet the information needs of users. Next, function of data management. We have 5 points for function. First, maintenance of existing data, including updating, modifying, and deleting data when it's no longer needed, with the aim of keeping it up to date. Second, data storage is performed using storage media such as magnetic tapes. 3. Data retrieval can be used by any user without causing harm to anyone. For number 4, data integrity and validation are carried out to ensure its accuracy based on predefined rules. The last one is data security is employed to prevent data from being destroyed, damaged, or misused. Next, data relation. Data relation is a way to manage data physical and memory. A relation database used to dimensional tables consisting of rows and columns to represent a data file. To implement a database comprising several interconnected tables, special software is required. This software is called a database management system. Here is an example of data relation. Next slide, type of table in data relation. Here is 3 points. First, one-to-one relation. The meaning of one-to-one relation is this relation occurs when each row of data in the first table is associated with only one row in the second table. And for one-to-many relation of 2 points of type of table in data relation is this relation occur when each row of data in the first table is associated with more than one row in the second table. The last one is many-to-many relation. What is many-to-many relation? This relation occur when more than one row of data from the first table is associated with more than one row of data in the second table. Here is the example of one-to-one relation. And then this is the example of one-to-many relation. And the last one is many-to-many relation, for example. Next, for type of attributes. First, primary key, a database attribute or a combination of attributes that uniquely identifies a specific row in the table. Second, virgin key. An attribute in a table that is also primary key in another table and is used to establish a link between two tables. The last one is other non-key attribute, which mean attribute it's in a table that are neither primary key nor virgin keys but store important information about entities. And then basic requirements of data relation. Here is 4 points. First, each column in a row must have a single value. In a relational database, there is only one value per cell. Second, primary key cannot be null. The primary key must uniquely identify row in the table, and its value cannot be null. 3. Virgin keys, if not null, must have value corresponding to the primary key value in another table. Virgin keys serve to link one table to row in another table. Last one, all non-key attributes in the table must describe characteristics of object identified by the primary key. And next slide, data hierarchy in file-oriented system and file-oriented system. The file-oriented system model describes a system with data files that are not interconnected with other files. Here's the hierarchy of a file-oriented system: data element, record, and files. Here is the example of data hierarchy in a file-oriented system. And then file-oriented system. File system is a standalone file processing system based on the need of the user unit with data format according to the needs of the unit. File-based approach is a system that can be considered traditional where are form of data such as text, number, video, photo, audio, etc. are stored in the program file on the hard disk. This system provides basic service to users to access, manage, and files when needed, but it can only access one file at a time. So, consort access it's not possible. And then for the next slide is about advantage of the file-based system. First, file-based system was the first method to store data in computers, and file-based systems are an early attempt to computerize the manual filing system, and then the manual filing system works good when the number of its items to be stored is small. Weakness of the file-based system. We have 5 points. Here is data duplication can occur. It may not provide data backup or data recovery. Lower security system. Data sharing is not easily achievable, and it lacks concurrency control. For the next material is about hierarchy of data in a database-oriented system and database system. Database hierarchy consists of bit, byte, file, record, file, and database. Database system have two meanings of database system. Is basis. What is basis? Basis a headquarter or warehouse, a gathering place, and for data and objects such as human, item, animal, event, concept, condition, and so on express in the form of number, letter, symbol, text, image, sound, or their combination. Database is a collection of information stored in a computer systemically, allowing it to be examined using computer programs to obtain information from the database. The software used to manage and retrieve queries from the database is called a database management system. And then the basic component of a database system consists database, hardware, software, and user. And then here's theme in database system consists enterprise, entity, and attribute, data value, record, file, and the last one is data element key. Next material about interaction between data and data processing. Below are two examples of the meaning of data. Data is collection of information or fact present in word, sentence, symbol, number, and more. Data is obtained through a process of search and observation based on specific source. Data refers a set of description of basic information derived from object or event. And then for data processing is the process of transforming raw data into useful and easily understandable information. Raw data typically consists of number or record that don't have meaning for the user, thus requiring processing to turn it into useful information using specific technique and method. For data processing, divided into data processing technique and data processing method. For data processing technique, divided into batch processing, real-time processing, online processing, and multi-processing. The last one is time sharing. And then for the data processing method, we have 3 points. Here is manual data processing, mechanical data processing, and electronic data processing. The information that has been obtained from the output of data processing needs to be distributed to relevant parties who require that information. For example, a data practitioner in a company is responsible for processing sales data. The output result can then be distributed to the sales or marketing department as an evaluation for future business strategies. On the other hand, storage is the process of saving the result of data processing to a storage medium. The processed data can be stored and used as input for future data processing. 3 main data processing cycles divide to input, processing, and output. For the last part is conclusion. Data management is a part of information resource management that encompasses all activities ensuring that information resources are accurate, up-to-date, secure from disruption, and available to users. These activities include data collection, data processing, and data interpretation into meaningful information. A database, or also known as a database, is based on data, but conceptually, a database refers to a collection or set of interrelated data organized according to certain logical rules, thus generating information. To manage a database so that it can be present in various desired form, software called a database management system is required. Here is many source we can get from group 3, and then we have many reference from group 3. And then that's all from us. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.